So we're arriving at Crab Apple Court. And there's Abby. Hi, good morning. So, breakfast today with Pastor Tobi, Pastor Oyi, Taste Buds, of course, and I, at the Gold House, one of the most beautiful houses where the Wealth Nation families stay. House is so beautiful. Breakfast is better than any 11-star hotel that I've been to. I was checking out earlier on the grain of this marble. Nigerian people, they import this kind of marble, give us now. I did tell you, since I don't come this world, I never see this kind of marble for Nigeria. So beautiful. And then you have the view. This is the kind of homes you should raise your children. Not home where your policemen are shooting, bah, bah, bah. Like Nigeria. So ladies and gentlemen, we're here to have breakfast and fun. Pastor Daniel, what's up, bro? Abby! And this is Mrs. Pastor Oyin. Pastor Mrs.
Welcome to the Nightshade International office. This office is the main office that regulates and audits all the companies within the Nation family. The Nation family is headed by Pastor Tobi Adegboyega. Within this office, the Nation is built up of 140 companies. All of these entrepreneurs are the guys that you would meet as pastors, ministers, leaders within the Nation family. As of right now, on audits, our revenue is about £10 million valuation on the 140 companies. Their revenue yearly is about half of that or just under. And our plans are to finally sit down with KPMG or Deloitte to get this properly evaluated so that we can sit down with Parliament and discuss about what we're contributing to the United Kingdom aside from fighting knife crime.
And these are all,
Do you have the book?
this is the all office space. You know, that's Pastor Tobi right there. Yo, Olua Tobi Loba. Taste Buds.
That's the House of Medics.
Yes, this is the House of Medics.
House of Medics, medical professionals. There's about 3,000 medical professionals subscribed to this house alone, led by Dr. Emma, Pastor Dr. Emma, and her husband, Pastor Dr. Abraham. That's the Limitless family. You may know them as the Hope Dealers. The Limitless family has a studio in Soho. They have about 1,000 people subscribed to their studio. Artists like Davido, Zlatan, and many others that you love have all stepped into the Limitless studio. So stay tuned to something else that they will put out this year. And this is one of their tracks that came out this year, Kings of Drill. A viral track on YouTube.
Okay.
And this is the booklet for the 140 companies within the nation, ranging per family, not in any particular order, but just per family. And all these are working businesses that employ people. We are talking over around 300, 400 people employed in the nation through this, internal and external. That includes contractors. Sorry, that excludes contractors because Night Shield alone has about 200 contractors between London and Leicester and Nottingham. Night Shield Security has around how many contractors? Maybe
85 contracts.
85. No, has about 300 contractors. I think this weekend they did a football game.
Yeah.
They have about 85 contracts, but your contractors, those who work for game.
400 to 800.
Stewards, security people. So whenever there's a program, whenever there's an event, whenever there's a football match, it's Night Shield Security that staffs. Usually in London.
So a lot of people have been asking, what does Pastor Tobi do? This is just
140 companies.
140 companies.
That
They
I
all
started.
came out of the nation. So none of these companies existed before they met the nation family. So that's our brag. Our brag is that they didn't come here with their businesses. They came here as individuals and then they created these businesses. So it's the word, that's what we're saying. It's the word, it's the family that's birthed these out of these guys, yeah. So none of them actually came with these businesses.
Creating wealth.
Yeah.
This wealth creation.
This is what I do, wealth creation, guys. Let's go to the Nightshade office.
Yes, so let's
It's
head
still
over
an
to
office.
the Nightshade office.
So if you're wondering where all the Lambos and the Ferraris and the Gucci's are coming
Exactly, it's
from,
coming
the
from
140
the
companies.
enterprises. We
Oh
can
my
use this.
goodness.
We can use this door.
This dog.
If everybody's got their shoes on.
Yeah.
I'm big on enterprise, so
Enterprise
this
is,
is like blowing my mind.
What they see is the Lambos and the McLaren. They don't see the hard work. You can see that. That's the Urus 720S. This is what the world sees. They don't see the work that goes in. Abi PT. PT. They know they see the work that goes in.
These are our relief. These are just little compensations.
Little compensations for the plenty work.
But there's a lot of work. What can we do?
Okay, Daddy Freeze.
There are 50 locations like
Please,
this.
Buzz, are you ready for the Nightshade office?
Yes, we're ready for the Night Shield office. All right, all right. So this is the Night Shield office.
So this is the Night Shield office, comprised with some of the young men here. The leaders of this office are William, just raise your hand, and Reese, you raise your hand as well, Reese. So the Night Shield office powers most of the businesses that run in the Gold House. So businesses like all of our crypto businesses, all of our hospitality businesses, anything that runs out of this Gold House is powered by these guys. Recruitment, training, any of those types of businesses are powered by these guys. This is Reese, that's Elizabeth and Scott, Charlie at the back, Luke, and William, and that's most of the Nightshade office. Of course, here also is Sam, who's about to do his PhD. Precious, who's working on one of our projects also out there. So we're starting a crypto project. So there's a vast different types of businesses running in this office. There's nothing set. It's per person's skill that they attend to those businesses. But the managers of this office are William and Reese.
Oh wow.
They're showing this.
So guys, this is Daddy Freeze. This is Mommy Taste Buds. They just came over to see our whole setup. They're friends of PT, friends of the nation. You guys already know that. So I just said I'll come up and say hi to you guys. All good? Yeah?
Thank you, guys.
PT's in my car for the first time. I'm always in his car.
It's a very lovely car.
Hey. So PT has houses like these. I'm gonna stop the camera and show you the video. By the way, PT's car is coming. Abby's driving it. I have to show you. So let me quickly show you the house so I can show you the car. The car is more important than the house in my opinion. But just see the house first. 50 houses like this, Abby PT.
50, yeah.
50 houses like these.
They are setups, they are operations, meaning different businesses in those houses that make money, generate their own revenue, and add to the economy of UK.
So this was the car we're racing that day. That's that same McLaren, that poisonous, venomous McLaren that was taking off in the rain. Yeah, so we're going to another one of the houses. A lot of people have been asking, this your friend PT, Pastor Tobi, what does he do? What does he do? You are beginning to see some of it now.
We're enterprise people. We love enterprise. We think the new church must run an enterprise. The new church must create wealth so that it doesn't have to beg the poor for what they don't have.
We're just driving into another one of the houses. This is the Capitol House. Another Lamborghini here. They know they ever slack. Yo, this is Pastor Sam.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
PT, we're representing here again. This is the Capitol House, I heard. Hello, everyone.
Pastor Lloydie. This is Pastor Nathaniel.
Hi, Pastor and Pastor Lloydie. Hi, how are you doing?
This is Precious. Okay, we'll start this side. Reggie, he's Reggie. That's Jade. She's our politician. This is Precious, Adama, Taliba, the best chef in the world, private chef in the world. Sharif, and then Stephanie over there. My wife is going to take all of that now. So.
Oh. And this is
Of course, the church herself, Pastor Lucia.
Pastor Lucia and the baby. Baby 7. Oh, this way he did the naming. And then there's a pool.
So this is where we first started our recruitment, right? We've had recruitment company for the last maybe almost 10 years now. We've had a recruitment company. PT actually instructed us to start a recruitment company in 2015. So that's how I have actually been working on different contracts for many years. We had this set up for a while as the recruitment office, but now this is our media office, so we go live every night around midnight. And then now we've got a bigger office, maybe about 15 minutes away from here now, where we've got about 20 staff working on recruitment contracts as well. We actually train people to get into employment, and we do about maybe 200 a month. So we train about 200 people a month to get them into employment. So that's how our office actually runs. So there are more people attached to the house, but because they're in the office today, we actually, they're not here at the moment. So yeah, that's what we do. So.
All right, so we're going to yet another house, but this time Taste Buds is once again riding in a McLaren with Abby. Taste Buds, let me see if you can close the door. Oh yeah, she knows how to close a McLaren door. Their father. Show you the hair sound. All right.
Thank you, sir.
P.S. That's Pastor Sam. A beautiful home. What's it called again? The capital?
House of Capital.
House of Capital. Beautiful home. Lovely family lives there. And we're going to yet another house. For those of you asking, what does Pastor Tobi do? When I don't see him now. We're at another house now.
To start with.
In this house, we're billionaires to start with. A house of bundles. And that's the bundle himself. Obi Bundles, Mr. and Mrs. Pastor and Pastor Mrs. Bundles.
Welcome, sir.
I just love this. This is more contemporary than all the other houses.
We're trying, sir.
Oh wow, babes, have you seen here? Eze. Oh, he's so cute. His name is Eze Bundles.
So he should be King Eze.
King Eze Eze is king already, so it's Eze Bundles. That's King of Bundles.
I love this, is it?
This is the
Everything just smells so nice.
Our software engineer, this is
She's Sandra, come.
Sandra Come.
Wow.
So Sandra studied
Hi.
software engineer. So this is her setup at the moment. She's you can tell them what you're learning at the moment or practicing.
Currently at the moment I'm doing a work experience for software engineering at JP Morgan, and then I'm just learning different languages. So I'm learning Python, and then I'll go off to another coding language that's called Ruby.
This is so sweet. Oh wow. With a fireplace and all. And the house on top of a hill. Is that why they call this place the Beverly Hills?
Oh, we used to call
You know what it was? It's because where we used to live, it was called Beulah Hill.
Yeah.
And then because her name's Beverly,
Yeah.
we changed it to Beverly.
To Beverly Hills.
So this is our dining. We're still setting it up. We're still setting it up.
Oh wow.
This is the dining area. We're getting there.
This is so gorgeous. This is so gorgeous. Nigerians, when you come abroad, try to live like this, eh? Not be all the time Peckham. Sorry, I had to just throw a sub. The house sits. How big is the land?
It sits on just under 2 acres.
Wow.
Yeah. We, so if you check
Oh
after
wow.
the boundary, this is still our land.
So it's his birthday today. And this is another one of the houses. Taste Buds has officially joined them.
It's still me and Daddy Freeze yet to be
Yeah, so we're the odd ones out.
We do. Our leaders, then Pastor Ben and Co. I thank you all. I thank you all for fighting good. I thank you for leading us well, Pastor Hobie. And that's it. I didn't know till this evening. Like I said, I had to say, Daddy Freeze, please, can we just touch base like 4 hours away? But it's so awesome. You know, I got a surprise. Not from you, don't think there's a surprise.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Power Base House.
Yes, sir.
Did I get that? I'm here with Pastor Tobi, a gorgeous Taste Buds, and Pastor
Dami.
Dami.
Yes, sir.
So, Pastor Dami, what do you guys do at the Power Base House?
Okay. So the Power Base Institute is, in effect, the education arm of the family. And we've started an institute, and the main aim is to revamp the outdated curriculum of the educational system. We did an extensive study and realized that the curriculum has not changed much over the last 200 years. You know, I like to do an analysis where I compare what telephones used to look like with what they look like now. What motor cars used to look like when Henry Ford invented them to what they look like now. Systems have evolved, but the classrooms have not. So what we are doing now is we've got a revamped curriculum that provides advanced education for students, really. And I don't know if anyone noticed, but we never got taught how to make money in schools, for example. Financial literacy is one of the courses here. Leadership was not taught in schools. We teach that here. Exploring dreams, innovation, and these are some of the home economics, politics, business studies. So we teach students between the ages of 10 and 14 on the Young Genius program. We've also got tech school, where we train students in software engineering, digital marketing, cybersecurity, and money on the blockchain. These are courses you won't find in your schools, whereas the world is evolving super quick. So it is from this that we're able to train students. We are going to graduate 10 students from the Young Genius program by December 2022. And this summer, we graduated 51 students from the tech school, and that takes us to a total of 350 since our invention, or when we started in the middle of COVID. So, yeah, that's 350 students.
So aside the education, what else do you do?
So we've got businesses. One of the alumni from the Churchill Fellowship Program is the founder of the Kalimanchi business, and they, funnily enough, supply schools like Eton College, which is one of our competitors, really. But you could argue that they're not really competing with us because we're in a different lane. But we've got big clients like Marvel Studios. We supply all the actors and the production teams that do all the big movies. They love African food, by the way. Some may not know it. So we provide them jollof rice. It's crazy. So we've got big clients also like Nike. We supply Nike whenever they go and do their campaigns for young kids to take them away from negative lifestyles into like sports. So we've got some good contracts that we supply with the Kalimanchi movement.
All right, guys. So this is my verdict. After being to all the houses, I'm chilling with the gorgeous Taste Buds in the penthouse. Taste Buds, what's up? Okay. So everyone's entitled to their opinion. And this woman fine, Sha. Am I not lucky? So like I was saying, everyone's entitled to their opinion. And I've had my own experiences in this emerging world, and there are things I'd like to say too. When you hear that someone runs a business, many people expect to see physical things like factories or shops or something. I had that problem too. I remember a billionaire once reached out to me and said, Daddy Freeze, I want to support you, your business. Let's build this and build that. And I was like, I didn't know how to explain to him that I don't need those things. My business is more abstract, it's more in the air. It's hard to pinpoint. So I do understand management businesses. I do understand online based businesses. Many people haven't gotten to that level yet, but in the UK and the US, most of what they have is done online. Look at House of Medics, for instance, the recruitment agencies. Look at all the crypto businesses that are done and done legally, and you'd begin to have a glimpse into what's really going on in Pastor Tobi's life. Pastor Tobi is my friend. Had an opportunity to hang out with him this trip. Went to a few of the houses, met some of the most brilliant minds. I met a young man who is currently the youngest chartered engineer in the UK. He finished with a first class, top of his class. These are the kind of people that work with and work for Pastor Tobi. Another thing I noticed is the love, the family unit. There's so many things Pastor Tobi told me in confidence about how they operate their families and all that, and how strict sometimes he can get, because Pastor Tobi can forget all the plenty Gucci and Versace and LV. Pastor Tobi know the joke. But you see, the love is so abundant. I've never seen a church like this before in my life, and I've seen many churches. I went to a church. Have you forgotten that me too? I had pastor, and it was my pastor that wanted to get me sacked from my former place of work. I'm glad we've all moved on from that, but it's a story I would always tell. When Pastor Tobi shows up at a house, the way everybody's happy to receive him. I've gone to see him at times of the night when he wasn't expecting me, just like I went to Boston. I even want to see what's even happening in this house. And you see all the families cooking together in the kitchen. He doesn't live alone in his house. He lives with other families, other Christian church families, or should I say Christian families that share his belief system. And what he does is, when the children get to a certain age, they don't live with their parents, they live with other people. So they learn the communal living that was symbolized by Christ and the apostles. The scriptures are very clear. In 1 Corinthians chapter 9, for instance, Paul spoke about how Peter and James the Just lived in the believers' houses, and how even Peter came along with his wife and lived in other people's houses. The first time I actually saw this was with Pastor Tobi, and all the families living together, and all the families tasked with the responsibility of living with other people. I've never seen them quarrel. They say, as a leader, if you quarrel with your wife, you can get demoted. There's so many things about Pastor Tobi's church that is not open to the world. I was able to sneak in. Me, I be baby, I'm a boy number one. I put my eye inside. They say, if you fight with your wife, first time they're gonna call you, they're gonna coach. Second time you're gonna be demoted. That as leaders, you are not even meant to fight. The wives, they don't quarrel. Everybody is working together for the common goal, and the common goal is creating a better society, not just for believers, but for the public at large. And most people will accuse me, Daddy Freeze, you're hanging out with this pastor who collects tithes and seeds and offering and dangerous seeds and all that. And let me tell you this, Pastor Tobi and I share so many fundamental belief systems, starting, for instance, with the fact that we don't believe in tithe. Pastor Tobi doesn't collect tithe. I don't know if he's against people giving it to their pastors, but he personally doesn't believe in it, and he doesn't collect it. He doesn't collect seeds. He doesn't collect offering. He also doesn't believe God can solve Nigeria's problems or the world's problems. I was watching a sermon yesterday from Pastor Sam, who is the GO of Pastor Tobi's church, and he was emphasizing on how God made us gods on the earth. He gave us the earth, he gave us innovation, ideas, he gave us his spirit. What we need to do is go there and till the earth. Be fruitful and multiply doesn't mean having 20 children. It means using the resources of the earth, multiplying them, bringing forth fruit out of the earth. Stop running away from the responsibility we have been given and hanging it on some sort of spirituality. Pastor Tobi doesn't believe you can pray a country out of problem. Pastor Tobi doesn't even believe you can pray your finances out of problem. We share those fundamental belief systems. A lot of people don't understand this and they don't ask questions. So they believe, oh, Daddy Freeze, you are against a certain type of lifestyle, a certain type of doctrine. So why are you hanging out with this guy? Pastor Tobi and I are almost 95%, if not more, identical with doctrinal ideologies. We believe in the society above all things. And he's tasked with the physical parts of nation building. I believe I'm tasked with the intellectual, doctrinal, historical, scriptural parts of nation building and wealth creation. Because a bound mind, a mind in chains and handcuffs, can never prosper. And one of the reasons why Africa is in the doldrums, rolling in the quagmire, is because we have our minds trapped. My belief has always been you don't need to pray or be spiritual to make money, and you don't need to pray to make heaven. So let's focus on those things you need to do to make heaven and those things you need to do to be successful. They're more important than night vigil. They're more important than prayer. I'm not saying prayer is bad, but I'm telling you, nation building is 10 times better than prayer. Because when you build a nation, your prayer points automatically reduce. I was with taste buds and police stopped us the other night. We're in the S-Class. The driver now came down, was talking to them. Taste buds was like, hey, oh, I was playing game on my phone. I'm in a civilized country, even though it was in the dark, in the middle of, if the Niger police catch me there, I don't begin to cry. Call my mama, record video. I was just there playing game on my phone. This was like, you're not afraid. Afraid of what? They built a nation. When they build a nation. I don't need to pray. I looked at myself. I'm not carrying anything illegal. There's no bottle of alcohol open in the car. I've not done anything wrong. So the police greeted us respectfully. They don't even talk to us. They talked to our driver. When they were done, the guy got into the car and drove us to the hotel. So when you live in a nation where nothing works, Nigerian police stop you in the middle of nowhere. You begin to cast and bind because you failed to build the nation. So once you build a nation, your prayer points automatically dwindle, almost sometimes to the point where they're non-existent. That is why many of the churches in Europe, even in the UK, in parts of Newcastle, they've all become nightclubs. People go there and have fun. So that's one thing Pastor Tobi and I have in common. We believe emphatically. We are passionate about nation building. And the building of a nation starts with the building of your mind. So that's it, guys. That was my experience with Pastor Tobi and his church. The church is open. I don't know who said the church is closed. They're holding their services regularly. And we share a lot of belief systems. So guys, take care and God bless.